Floyd Mayweather Jr., a name synonymous with boxing excellence and financial success, has found himself entangled in a web of legal battles and allegations that threaten to tarnish his legacy. The undefeated champion, known for his lavish lifestyle and business acumen, faces a barrage of lawsuits ranging from unpaid debts to accusations of cryptocurrency fraud. These charges, coupled with public scrutiny from figures like Stephen A. Smith and 50 Cent, paint a complex picture of a man navigating the turbulent waters of fame, wealth, and legal accountability. One of the most prominent lawsuits against Mayweather involves a Miami jeweler named Leonard Sulemov, who claims the boxer owes him $4 million for luxurious watches and diamonds. Sulemov alleges that Mayweather failed to pay for these high-end items, a claim that resonates with the boxer's reputation for extravagant spending. This lawsuit, filed in Nevada, is part of a broader pattern of financial disputes that have surfaced in recent years. The jeweler's demand for payment underscores a recurring theme in Mayweather's legal troubles: allegations of neglecting financial obligations despite his publicized wealth. Another significant case involves a 13-page civil complaint filed in Nevada, which includes claims of a consensual relationship gone awry. Mayweather's legal team responded by presenting evidence to support the consensual nature of the relationship, but the public disclosure of these court papers has fueled speculation and debate. Stephen A. Smith, a prominent sports commentator, has been vocal about the details of this lawsuit, suggesting that the allegations are part of a broader effort to target not just Mayweather but others connected to him. Smith's commentary implies a concerted effort to expose a network of individuals involved in questionable activities, raising questions about the motives behind these legal actions. The cryptocurrency space has proven to be a particularly contentious arena for Mayweather. Multiple lawsuits accuse him of orchestrating fraudulent schemes, duping investors with promises of substantial profits. One plaintiff, Edward Williams, claims to have entered a business deal with Mayweather, investing significant funds with the expectation of shared profits. According to Williams, Mayweather absconded with the gains, leaving his partner empty-handed. Williams bolstered his case with evidence of their transactions and Mayweather's profits, making it a compelling claim in the public eye. Another individual alleges they were swayed by Mayweather's endorsement of a cryptocurrency deal, only to suffer financial losses when the venture collapsed. These accusations have led to comparisons with other high-profile figures accused of similar misconduct, with some drawing parallels to Sean "Diddy" Combs due to the nature of the controversies. The crypto-related lawsuits have also implicated others, including a surprising mention of rapper Lil Uzi Vert. In one case, a plaintiff mistakenly named Uzi in a lawsuit, alleging his involvement in an assault tied to Mayweather's entourage. The incident reportedly occurred in New York, where the plaintiff, attempting to film Mayweather's truck, was allegedly attacked by members of the boxer's team, including someone believed to be Uzi. The rapper swiftly denied any connection to Mayweather, stating he doesn't even know the boxing legend. This mix-up highlights the chaotic nature of the allegations swirling around Mayweather, where misinformation and mistaken identities can complicate the legal landscape. A particularly high-profile crypto venture involved Mayweather's partnership with Acme Asset, a decentralized finance project. Mayweather promoted this initiative to his 50 million social media followers, offering exclusive perks like private Zoom calls, signed boxing gloves, and even a rare World Boxing Council belt from his exhibition fight against John Gotti III. The belt, tied to the Juneteenth holiday, was presented backstage amid post-fight chaos, adding to its cultural and historical significance. However, critics argue that these giveaways were a bait-and-switch tactic to lure investors into a questionable scheme. The project's association with a $3.9 billion casino resort in United Arab Emirates further amplified its visibility, but also raised red flags about its legitimacy. Stephen A. Smith has criticized the lack of accountability for such high-profile financial schemes, arguing that authorities focus on minor offenses while letting influential figures like Mayweather evade severe consequences. Beyond financial disputes, Mayweather faces a $4 million RICO lawsuit alongside another celebrity, Tiger, over allegedly stolen jewelry. The use of the RICO statute, typically reserved for organized crime, underscores the severity of the accusations. The plaintiff claims that Mayweather and his associates orchestrated a scheme to acquire jewelry without payment, exploiting their fame and influence. This lawsuit, combined with the crypto allegations, has cemented Mayweather's reputation in some circles as a repeat offender in financial misconduct. The legal repercussions have been significant. Mayweather was recently hit with a hefty fine and a 2-year jail term, though his sentence was structured to include only 90 days in custody, with the remainder suspended. He received credit for time served and was ordered to complete 45 hours of community service, including work with Habitat for Humanity and Free Square. His legal team pushed for an out-of-court settlement, and Mayweather made substantial efforts to mitigate the penalties, including putting his lavish properties up for sale. One such property, a Miami Beach estate purchased for $18 million in 2021, was sold for $22 million, yielding a profit. The transaction, conducted through an entity called FOSO LLC, allowed the buyer to assume a $13 million mortgage. Mayweather also listed his Beverly Hills mansion for $48 million, a property he acquired for $25.5 million in 2017. This French modern-style home, boasting 6 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms, and amenities like a cocktail bar and movie theater, represents a potential $22.5 million profit if sold at the asking price. These real estate moves are part of Mayweather's broader strategy to address his financial and legal challenges. He has publicly emphasized his ownership of over 1,000 apartments and multiple buildings, claiming sole proprietorship without partners. His social media posts often highlight his wealth, from a $186,000 Mercedes-Benz AMG S63E to a $50 million Gulfstream jet, as a counter-narrative to claims of bankruptcy. A recent trip to Roatan in the Bay Islands of Honduras, where he was celebrated for his admiration of the region's beauty, further reinforces his image as a man untouched by financial ruin. Mayweather's purchase of a rose gold Sky Dweller watch and a diamond tennis bracelet from his jeweler Tony at Pasasha in Manhattan Beach serves as another display of opulence amid adversity. However, not all voices support Mayweather's narrative. Rapper 50 Cent, once a friend, has been a vocal critic, dismissing Mayweather's claims of owning over 100 buildings as exaggerated. In a series of social media jabs, 50 Cent called out the boxer's financial troubles, even suggesting physical confrontation. Promoter Eddie Hearn also hinted at money issues, though a subsequent discussion with Mayweather reportedly cleared the air. These public spats highlight the polarized perceptions of Mayweather's financial status, with some viewing him as a savvy entrepreneur and others as a figure teetering on the edge of insolvency. Stephen A. Smith's commentary adds another layer to the discourse, questioning the selective enforcement of financial crimes. He argues that while Mayweather faces lawsuits and fines, the systemic failure to hold high-profile figures accountable allows such behavior to persist. Smith's mention of the crypto scams, in particular, points to a pattern of exploiting trust for personal gain, with Mayweather allegedly packing up accounts and reopening new ones to continue the cycle. Despite the mounting allegations, Mayweather's defenders point to his philanthropy and community engagement as evidence of his character. His community service efforts, including 20 hours with Habitat for Humanity and 15 hours with Free Square, were presented in court to mitigate his sentence. Additionally, his hosting of Acme Warawat at his Mayweather Boxing Fitness Gym in Tribeca for a private training session covered by TMZ suggests an attempt to maintain a positive public image. Mayweather's statements about focusing on family, real estate, and helping the next generation further align with this narrative of redemption. The contrast between Mayweather's legal troubles and his ostentatious lifestyle creates a paradox that fuels public fascination. On one hand, he faces serious accusations of fraud, assault, and unpaid debts, with tangible consequences like fines and jail time. On the other, he continues to flaunt his wealth, from multi-million-dollar properties to luxury vehicles and jewelry. This duality raises questions about the veracity of the bankruptcy rumors. If Mayweather is truly in financial distress, his recent purchases, such as a $200,000 gift for his sister and a glittering watch collection, seem incongruous. Yet, the sale of his properties and the legal penalties suggest a need to liquidate assets to meet obligations. Ultimately, the allegations against Floyd Mayweather reflect the challenges of navigating fame and fortune in the public eye. His legal battles, spanning unpaid debts, cryptocurrency scams, and assault claims, reveal a man grappling with the consequences of his actions. The involvement of figures like Stephen A. Smith, 50 Cent, and Lil Uzi Vert amplifies the drama, turning private disputes into public spectacles. Whether Mayweather emerges unscathed or succumbs to the weight of these lawsuits remains to be seen. For now, he continues to project an image of invincibility, leveraging his real estate ventures and social media presence to counter the narrative of financial ruin. As the legal proceedings unfold, the world watches to see if the undefeated champion can maintain his winning streak outside the ring.